forecast first.
It has been a cloudy and gloomy start to the weekend here on your Saturday here in the Quad Cities. Temperatures has also cooled down a little bit from the past couple of days. All those clouds in the sky have kept us cool towards the upper 50s here in the Quad Cities. Some areas able to break into the 60s, 60 over in Tipton, 61 further up north in Mount Carroll. Lots of clouds right now on our satellite and radar, but haven't actually ended up seeing too much rain throughout this afternoon, just mostly clouds to open up the weekends. We're still going to be seeing those clouds slowly decreasing throughout the rest of the night to open up the skies a little bit for tomorrow. I'll have all of that coming up on our Quad Cities News at 6.
Live from the heart of the Quad Cities, you're watching our Quad Cities News at 6 on Local 4.
Hey there, we hope you're having a good day, whether you're at home or on the go this Saturday evening from the Local 4 News team here at 6. With President Trump defending his tariffs and economic policies, experts worried about a recession, but the president adamant to improve the country's defense. Christian Benavidez has our top story here at 6.
Going into the weekend, President Trump continued to defend his tariff and economic policies. Despite a positive jobs report showing the U.S. added 177,000 jobs last month, there is mounting concern among economists that his newly imposed tariffs may lead to a recession. The president remained optimistic in an interview on NBC News.
There are many people on Wall Street say this is going to be the greatest windfall ever happened.
And that's my question,
Remember
the
this.
long term.
Yeah.
Is it okay in the short term to have a recession?
This. Look, everything's okay. What we are, I said, this is a transition period. I think we're going to do fantastically.
The administration is also pushing for more cuts, including the elimination of the National Endowment for the Arts. This comes on the heels of an executive order seeking to eliminate government funding for National Public Radio and the Public Broadcasting Service. The administration is gearing up for a budget fight that aims to drastically cut non-defense spending by $163 billion for fiscal year 2026. The proposal includes an increase for defense spending by 13%. Most government agencies would see cuts by about 35%. The cuts have led to some protests, such as this one outside the National Museum of African American History.
We are not backing down. We are not stepping aside.
Late Friday, the president posted on social media an AI-generated image of himself dressed up as a pope. Many Catholics took to social media to call the post insensitive and offensive. The conclave, in which cardinals will elect a new pope, gets underway on May 7th.
That was Christian Benavidez from CBS News. Well, on Friday, Illinois Republican Representative Darren LaHood stopped by our studio to share his thoughts on the 2026 budget proposal. He says its focus is to cut down on deficits.
We have to have a budget that restricts spending, cuts back on that, and gets us on a path to fiscal solvency. That'll help bring down inflation and also allow us to spend money in other areas we need to.
The Republican-controlled Congress will now craft legislation which could be different from the proposal. Illinois lawmakers want to know how President Trump's tariffs are affecting state tourism. On Friday, industry officials testified to senators in Chicago saying hotel occupancy rates and the number of international visitors are dropping. International visitors spent $2 billion in Illinois, and state tourism was recovering after the pandemic. It's slowing down again. Tourism experts say inflation is also hurting the industry. The first Saturday in May means free comic books. This shop in our area went all out with people dressing up as various characters and even caricature artists drawing up portraits. This holiday usually falls every first Saturday in May, and many times it's even in line with a superhero movie coming out. Marvel fans might be enjoying Thunderbolts this weekend. DC fans waiting on Superman in July. The owner of this Bettendorf shop says his favorite part of the day is seeing people pick up a comic for the first time.
Started 25 years ago in San Francisco. A store owner had too much stuff and he wanted to hand it out to people just to kind of generate comic interest for young readers. And so it's grown into a massive event, and we've got dozens and dozens of titles for people to pick up a handful of free books and see if there's something they might like.
Most shops have many comics geared toward kids, and they also have the classics like Spider-Man and even Star Wars. The farmers market is back in downtown Davenport, or at least the outdoor portion. Vendors of all types powering through that gloomy morning weather, featuring fresh produce to candles to baked goods, lining the streets of lining the streets of Davenport, I should say. A variety of food and coffee trucks were open for hungry shoppers throughout the day. The market opened 8 a.m. and went until 2. Free reusable bags were available while supplies last. And here it is from East Moline, a look at the 3rd annual Taco and Margarita Fest, featuring a diverse mix of crafts, food, and desserts. More than 70 booths to explore, and there's still time to go. The festival ends at 7 o'clock. The final mix show band closes out Taco and Margarita Fest.
Now, your local pinpoint forecast.
Well, as that festival is still going on, there are still a few clouds in the sky, but it looks to stay dry throughout the rest of the day here on this Saturday. Here's a live look from our Crawford Company camera in Muscatine. Mostly clouds out there, but seeing some little beams of sunshine coming through those clouds, reflecting on the water there. Our real estate exchange camera in the Quad Cities here in Rock Island, seeing mostly the same. Lots of clouds out in the sky, but still seeing a little bit of sunshine just coming through those clouds as it's starting to break apart a little bit. Here's another look from our Mercy One Genesis camera overlooking the Interstate 74 bridge on this Saturday evening. Your weather headlines for today going to be staying mostly calm throughout the rest of the night as those clouds are slowly beginning to break apart and fizzle out. Temps are going to be bouncing back by Monday, getting back into the 70s and especially towards Tuesday as well. And overall, going to be seeing some great weather for next week. Temperatures right now, these glooming clouds have kept us fairly cool throughout the afternoon, still around the upper 50s here in the Quad Cities. Some areas did manage to break into the 60s over in Geneseo, Tipton, Maquoketa, Mount Carroll, so did manage to break into the 60s in some locations. For your next couple of hours here, we can see those clouds are going to be decreasing throughout the rest of the evening and throughout the overnight hours. Temperature is going to be dropping back down into the upper 40s by 11 p.m. this evening. Our satellite and radar now, all of those dense clouds that we've been seeing from this afternoon, you can see are, again, slowly beginning to fizzle out a bit. And as we look towards our future cast, that will continue on until they're completely gone throughout the rest of the night. But then more clouds do start to move in for your Sunday morning and a little bit throughout the afternoon, but also going to be staying mostly dry. Might see a bit more rain moving in for Sunday night into Monday morning throughout the early hours there, but it then does look to clear out throughout the rest of Monday afternoon. So overall, still going to be seeing some fairly decent weather outside. So for tonight, going to be seeing those clouds decreasing, mostly pretty clear skies, 41 for your overnight low, so it's going to be pretty chilly tonight. Then for tomorrow, going to be seeing those temperatures bouncing back up a little bit, back into the mid-60s for your Sunday with more sunshine, a little bit warmer as those clouds are beginning to fizzle out. Then on your 7-day pinpoint forecast, going to be seeing a little bit more 60s for Monday, but then as we head towards Tuesday and the rest of the week, going to be seeing those temperatures taking quite the jump back into the mid-70s throughout the rest of next week with a lot of sunshine on the way to enjoy. So we've got some good weather ahead of us. I know we've been seeing some more cooler temperatures to get us started for the month of May here, but as we are going to be seeing for next week, those temperatures are going to be warming up a bit more, getting us back into the 70s. So getting back to spring weather, or at least spring warmth, I should say.
It's amazing weather. This is definitely soccer weather. You want to play baseball outside. This is just that kind of weather right now.
Get outside, play some activities. You know, I know Eric was talking. Eric yesterday was talking about having an afternoon to play some golf or whatever. It's some good weather to get outside and do that. Yes.
Yeah, or play some soccer. Just do something outside. Just watch out for the bugs. Watch out for there's lots. Bug season is here.
Bug season is here.
They got it out for us this time.
They always do. Make sure you got your bug spray.
All right, thanks, Sean. Well, the latest on Caitlin Clark's injury ahead of tomorrow's game in Iowa City. The Fever playing there. Plus, to the pool, Augustana Water Polo hosting a big-time tournament. Nick Couzin. Sports next at 6.
Indiana Fever guard Caitlin Clark not playing in the preseason opener against the Washington Mystics due to right knee tightness. Clark said pregame it would all depend on how the knee felt during warm-ups and did not get to the point where it was good enough to play. Clark did say the plan is to play Sunday against the Brazilian national team in Iowa City. Head coach Stephanie White appreciated Clark's presence on the bench.
Her communication was outstanding. Seeing different things on the floor and being able to communicate that in huddle. I heard a lot of different voices, but when you're not playing, it gives you a different perspective. And I felt like she did a really good job of that with her teammates, and she did a really good job of that with us in the coaching staff. Just different things that she's seeing. Different pointers for us in terms of maybe even communication style. I thought she was really engaged, and I felt like at one point she wanted to go back and put her uniform on and come out and play.
Washington Mystics guard Lucy Olson did play, and of course the former Hawkeye first WNBA bucket in the mid-range. Olson's only bucket of the game, and she would finish with 6 shots, playing in just over 14 minutes of action. Iowa men's basketball head coach Ben McCollum signed a 6-year deal in March, coming from Drake to Iowa City. The details of that contract revealed. Year 1, McCollum making just over $3.5 million, increasing to $3.6 in year 2. By year 6, $4.1 million with incentives in place for wins, NCAA tournament awards, and AP poll rankings. McCollum's salary ranks 15th in the Big Ten. The 6-year average of $3.8 million, 13th in the league. In Ames, Iowa State guard Cade Kelderman celebrating a scholarship after 2 years as a walk-on. Kelderman earning his way on, a key contributor down the stretch of the regular season and into the NCAA tournament when the Cyclones battled through multiple injuries. Kelderman played in 13 games, including career highs in points, assists, and steals, and round 1 against Lipscomb. Augustana hosting the Division III Women's Water Polo National Championships. The Vikings qualifying for the 4th straight year, and even more impressive, they've only been a program for 4 years. Their best finish, 3rd place in 2023. Augie, the only team representing the Midwest. The tournament field also includes 2 schools from California and 1 from Pennsylvania. This year's championship carries extra meaning, honoring the original players who laid the foundation for the program.
Really rewarding, honestly, and it just makes us feel really good. Kind of makes everything feel really, really real, and for the seniors especially, it kind of makes it worth it because we built this program, and to make it to the national tournament 4 years in a row, it just kind of solidifies the impact that we've made and the legacy we're leaving behind.
Special for me personally because my freshman year we also hosted here, nationals here, and it's also special because we get to say goodbye to our seniors at our home pool. We get to have more people come and enjoy it as well, because I'm also a volleyball player here at Augie, and my volleyball teammates come and support me through this.
Everyone's so strong, and they all strive to be in this championship, so that's what drives us all season, to be in this championship and to win.
Augustana fell in that game 14-5. They'll play for 3rd place on Sunday. White Sox back in the City Connect threads against the Astros. Bottom 1, first baseman Andrew Vaughn adding on to the lead. 2 outs, delivering 2 RBI single, 3-0 Sox. Vaughn's 3rd multi-hit game. Ball game takes a turn and becomes the Jake Myers show. Top 3 gets the Stros on the board. Solo shot off Davis Martin. That was just the start. Top 4, Myers next at bat. 2 on, 2 out. Goes the other way. Both runners score. Count it triple for Myers. Knots it at 3. Next time up, same situation. 2 on, 2 out. Myers. Touch them all. First 2 home run game of the season. Myers a single shy of the cycle. 4 for 4, 7 RBI out of the 9-hole. Houston evens up the set 8-3 the final. Hami, White Sox should stop wearing those City Connects that think they're the Bulls.
A lot of people were frustrated about that. A lot of people were really frustrated with that
organization.
organization.
Just call it the Jerry Reinsdorf reminder of he's the owner of 2 bad teams.
Well, I mean, it will sell. It will sell. It probably will still sell, right? People like that color scheme.
It doesn't look bad. It's just what it represents.
I kind of wish the hat was back to their OG logo with that. With
the
that flying
Southside
sock.
ones that they also wear, they're still going to wear this season, are the
Those are great.
ones.
Those are good. Yeah, I'm glad they're bringing it back. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. We'll check with you later. Still ahead, promising results from an immunotherapy drug, how it's fighting against cancer. Health report next at 6. Why which arm you get a vaccine shot in matters, and a new study shows how an immunotherapy drug is getting groundbreaking results against cancer. That leads your health report. Immunotherapy uses the immune system to attack cancer cells, often used with other treatments like chemotherapy. But a small study tried a particular drug by itself. Out of the 103 cancer patients who were given dostarlimab, tumors went away in 84 of them. Cancers came back in only 5. Right now, the drug costs $11,000 per dose, and patients need 9 doses across 6 months. There are several steps to take before it qualifies for insurance coverage. While men are more likely to get sick and die from common illnesses, they're also less likely to seek medical care. A study in Denmark looked at how men and women respond to diseases like hypertension, diabetes, HIV, and AIDS. They found despite men having higher risk and death rates, they sought out health care less often than women and were also less likely to stick to their treatment. And the number of teenagers using nicotine pouches skyrocketing. A study by the University of Southern California found in just 1 year, teen use of the easily concealed packets of nicotine nearly doubled. Social media influencers have helped boost its popularity, claiming they help with confidence, masculinity, and mental sharpness. We'll wrap up the show with our meteorologist Sean Kennedy and Nick right after this on your local news at 6. Well, check this out before we go. During the Yankees game, a fan caught a ball with his daughter on his shoulder, covering his eyes as the ball going towards him. Now, it looked like he looked like he knew where this ball was going, but what a spectacular catch by this Yankee fan. And of course, you got to give the ball to the young fan. And I mean, did she know what she was doing? I mean, she probably looked like she did. She's kind of messing around with her dad. Dad makes a great catch.
She made her dad look much better than he.
Yeah. She gave him some extra street cred there.
That's a great catch right there.
No look catch right there.
No look catch. Incredible stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Alrighty, well, one last look at the forecast before we go for this evening. Going to be still seeing some 60s for tomorrow and Monday, but then starting on Tuesday for next week, those temperatures do bounce back into what I would say more spring-like temperatures, back into the mid-70s with lots of sunshine to enjoy.
Yeah, looking really nice out there. It's just looks amazing, just until the end of time. Well, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here at 10 o'clock. We'll see you then.